You're right about that one over here.
Now from here it's fairly easy to see how the lava gets down to the ocean, right? You can see this line of smoke and steam that comes down the hill, across the flats. It actually starts up there at that cone. That cone is the Pu'u'o'o vent, and inside that cone there's a huge reserve of magma that will eventually drain from underneath the cone into a lava tube the size of a subway tunnel. That big underground cave will flow the magma like a river going 35 miles an hour. Actually 5 miles from the cone all the way down the hill until it gets to the ocean. I'll take you up there next. I'll show you where the lava causing that steam actually comes from.
Okay then.
Roger, Dodger.
And I see some steam over here.
Yeah, I see that too. Now if you were flying with me out here in 1982, before this eruption started in 1983, you wouldn't see any steam here, but you would see a town. There used to be a town on this hillside called Royal Gardens, and now 115 houses are burned and buried under 75 feet of lava rock at our feet. Another thing you would have seen at the bottom of this hill was the beach. As we come around, keep in mind that when the eruption started in 1983, the beach was at the bottom of this hill, below those little islands of trees. All that flat land that we just flew over, all younger than I am, created on the island in the last 34 years. That's a lot.
It was used to be a town over here, but now it's not.
Yep. A little town called Royal Gardens. Last house burned down in March of 2012.
And I still see some trees that are still present.
Yeah, those are original growth that the lava flows just missed. Now all this mess is pretty much just this guy's fault. That cone right there is called the Pu'u'o'o vent. It's an active cinder cone in the middle of the Kilauea volcano. When this eruption started, that cone wasn't there though. It was just a forested area, it was pretty flat. Then an earthquake happened that broke open a fissure in the ground. Big crack, let loose a fire fountain of lava that was spewing 1,500 feet up in the sky, about the size of the Empire State Building. 3 years later, the cone had formed, and now this active cinder cone admittedly looks and acts like its own little mini Mount St. Helens, doesn't it? Cone-shaped, it's got craters up on top, it's pumping out volcanic pollution all day long. But being a cinder cone, it's really only one of 1,000 cinder cones in the state of Hawaii. It's not technically its own volcano. It's really just a small bump on the face of the much larger Kilauea volcano that surrounds us. The good news is that on a nice day like today, I can take you right over the top of this thing at about 500 feet, so you can look straight down inside if you want. I'd leave it up to you, because I mean, it really has to be your idea.
I say yes. What about everybody else?
Go for it, guys.
Alright. I didn't hear anybody say no, so the ayes have it. Give me a moment to make a radio call to my friend there, and we'll get it all set up for us to pass over it.
I'm sure about that.
Alright. Now we started right side last time, we'll start left side this time. Let me know if you see anything interesting down inside, we'll check it out. This is the Pu'u'o'o vent.
Honey, take pictures, please.
We'll do a bunch of turns on each side. But yeah, you're going to want to see this. But not in the big crater, down in that little crater, Lynette. You can see it already. Alright, Jacob, I teased you long enough. Here we go. Oh, that orange stuff you see splashing around there looks like a volcanic jacuzzi. A big pot of lava.
A mega pot of lava.
Makes you want to deep fry a turkey, doesn't it?
I see water droplets.
Yeah, I see those too. Alright, there you go, Matt. That's your Nat Geo shot coming up right there. Ooh, it's splashy.
Ooh.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yes, it is.
There we go.
Fantastic.
Did you get a good shot?
Absolutely.
Good. Now, can we please take a moment and talk about how cool my job is?
It looks pretty clear.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yes, amazing fun job.
I can't believe they pay me to do it, Manette. I get paid to take cool people from all over the world and show them a big boiling bathtub of lava all day long from a helicopter. It's awesome.
And you get to have them enjoy the wonders around your home.
Exactly. Now that being said, as cool as this job is, I do think you would have a hard time finding anyone else on the planet that has a worse office view than I do. I spend 90% of my working day flying over Mordor out of Lord of the Rings. Feels like the Eye of Sauron is going to start blinking at me out here any moment. It's ugly, sad, it's depressing, you know. My job requires also that I spend my whole day talking about a natural disaster and all the things that have burned down over so many years. It's a miracle I don't need medication for this. The trick is, I've learned early on that you just have to see the beauty in it. You know,